Making the first move. Should a woman do it? What's your take? You're welcome to Eve's Desire by Tiwa Says, and I am your pleasure coach. So there's an unspoken rule that men should do the chasing, men are always the head, taking the lead, and then there's this unspoken rule that a man should do the chasing and a woman should just wait. And even if she likes the man or even if she, feels like approaching the man, but she should wait because it is considered unladylike, to approach a man first. Interestingly, women who make the first move actually have better relationships because they go for the qualities that they want in a man, as against waiting for any man to just come to you and then you have to gauge, okay, is it what I want? When a woman makes the first move, she's going for what she wants exactly, and that usually results in better relationships and better connections. But this is not to say that women don't like being chased. That is the word. Because it gives a sense of being wanted. A woman, because we have been conditioned and groomed like that, so a woman feels wanted, and when a man comes to do the chasing. But then research has shown that men also like women to make the first move. In fact, from a recent survey, it was discovered that 72% of men will like women to make the first move, and 95% of men will actually like women to make the first kiss, to give the first kiss. This is quite interesting. Besides, the dating scene is changing and the rules of relationships are also changing. There are no gender specific rules anymore, and it's no longer a taboo for a woman to make the first move because women are doing a lot of firsts these days. So it is going with the trend. Women can actually make the first move, but even with this, a lot of women are still shying away from doing such, from making the first move, and these are some of the reasons. So one of the major reasons why women wouldn't want to make the first move is the fear of rejection. Nobody likes rejection. Even men who are considered the leaders and who are used to doing these things, they also have that fear of rejection when they want to approach a woman. So for fear of being rejected, a woman would just rather sit back, relax, and wait for the man to come to her first. Another reason is the gender role thing that I spoke about earlier. Because the woman has been groomed, most women have been groomed and schooled to think that, oh, the men are the hunter and you are the hunted, you are the prey, so to speak. So you should always wait for the man to do the hunting, so to say. Always wait for the man because it is the role of the man to do the hunting, to do the asking, and it's your own role to either accept or act coy and all that. So because of the fear of judgment, some women wouldn't want to make the first move, so to say. They rather wait for the man. Another reason why the woman would rather not make the first move is because it's really not a priority. Let's be fair. Let's consider a scenario where a pretty lady walks into a party. There are a number of men already, even before she takes her first drink, a number of men are already lining up to say hello, to say hi, to collect number, to do all sorts. So the woman is really not given the chance to want to make the first move because it's not a priority at that moment. There are plenty men who are ready to do that. So the woman would just rather sit back and just enjoy, so to say. So one last obstacle, one last reason why a woman would rather not make the first move is the ego thing. We all know that men have ego, and then some men have as much ego that it affects this type of things. It affects relationships. They would rather they have been groomed and brought up to think that, oh, the man is the first in everything and he must do everything first. So a woman who goes to that kind of man to make the first move is a total turn off for the man. The man feels like his ego has been wounded. Like, why would a woman come to me to be asking me out when I'm the one who's supposed to do that? So instead of it being an attractive trait, it will now be like a rebuff, like a total turn off for the man. So instead of getting that kind of reaction, the woman would rather wait and let the man do the chasing. So for the men who wouldn't mind a woman making the first move, this may be some of the reasons why. One of the reasons is that men are already used to being the boss and being the leader, leading the way in, so to say, in a lot of things, and they wouldn't mind just taking the back seat when it comes to relationships and just be the one to be chased, be the one to be pampered by the woman, and just enjoy the flow. That's one reason. Another reason is that it is an attractive trait for a woman, for a man to see in a woman. A man likes a woman who knows what she wants, and can go after it, and can take charge and not be afraid to let our feelings and emotions show, and act accordingly. Another reason is that men find women who make the first move attractive. It is intriguing for a man when he sees a woman who knows what she wants and she goes after it without fear of judgment or bias. That is an attractive trait for men in women. And the final reason is that sometimes men need a little nudge. They might know what they want or see what they like, but they are not being upfront about it. They are not being fast. So sometimes, if a woman does, it is important that you know that there's a mutual likeness, so to say, in this kind of situation before you make the first move. So when the woman makes the first move, sometimes it might just be the nudge that the man needs, for everything to flow. So, like they say, one man's meat is another man's poison. While some men may like the idea of women making the first move, some men do not like it at all. And this might be some of the reasons why. Like I said before, men have been schooled, trained like, oh, they are the boss, they are the lead, they should make the first move, that that traditional gender role thing has been imprinted in them. So for such men, they do not like the idea of women making the first move at all, because they feel that it is not a woman's place to do such. Another thing is that not all men find assertiveness an attractive trait in women. It's almost similar to the men gender role thing, because they believe that there's men that should be doing this thing. So some men find women who are upfront, who are assertive, who know what they want and go for what they want. They find it rebuffing. They find it as a turn off that a woman is supposed to stay in her place and wait for a man to come to her. So for this reason, they don't like women making the first move. Another important reason why men don't like women making the first move is that, sometimes because a man is playing along or flirting and all that, does not really mean that he wants to go for the real thing. He wants to make a move. He might just be flirting, or he might just be fooling around. So when the woman takes the cue, is a wrong cue anyway. Maybe she feels because, oh, the man is playing along, he's flirting with her and all that, so probably he wants her, and then she goes and makes the move. It is definitely not going to work, because that's not what the man is really after. He's just playing, and she might be taking he's serious. So when a woman makes the move in that kind of situation, it definitely wouldn't work. So ladies, come closer. If there's that guy you've been eyeing, or someone you have a crush on, and you are thinking of making the first move, these tips could help you along. And the first one has to be confidence. You have to be confident. You have to be confident in who you are, in what you are, and what you want to do. You have to be confident about going to the man. It doesn't take much. You don't have to say too many words. You don't have to put up a charade or anything. You just have to be confident. A man likes a woman who is confident. If you are going to walk up to a man, a man is the one who is supposed to walk up to you according to traditional rules, and then you want to do that. You have to be confident. You have to show that you know what you're doing. Another point is that you have to be direct. Don't beat about the bush, please. Don't be like those people who want to talk to you online, WhatsApp, and say hi. You know what you want to say. If you say hi, then go straight to what you want to say. Don't just say hi and then wait for the person to talk, and then how are you, how is your day? No. Be direct about what you want to say, about what you want. It always makes things easier. So the final tip is that you have to forget about perfection. You just have to be direct and specific and confident about what you want to say. Yes, it's okay to be a little nervous, because you are letting your emotions out there and you're opening yourself up. But you should concentrate on the fact that you are taking control of your happiness, and that should spur you on. So ladies, if there's that someone that you've been eyeing and you've been dying to take out or to talk to, this is me giving you permission to do so. Do not hold back. Go for what you want. And if you have enjoyed this video, why don't you click the like button and also subscribe, so that you can get notifications for our future videos. And I'll be seeing you.